All right.
Hello and welcome to Lord Havoc's Marvel Champions Custom Content Extravaganza. That's right, it's another creator spotlight. It's one I've been excited for. I'm very happy to say that I've not only have had some great interactions with some people, some creators on this Discord, but I've actually made some friends, and that's awesome. That is so awesome. And one of them is my good buddy Runboy. How you doing, mate?
Doing pretty good. And I'm
Awesome.
psyched to be here.
I love it. When you're psyched, I'm psyched. Run's been on the stream a few times as a special guest, playing some games and stuff, and showing off his very interesting creations. All characters that I know nothing about. I have to Google every time. Every time he has a new year, I have to Google who it is. Except Sonic, and I obviously know who Sonic and Knuckles are, but all the others are just like, I have no idea what you're talking about. So I'm gonna figure it out and stuff. It's always a fun time. And you're a cool dude. I'm so glad I've actually got to meet you.
And also, I'm really glad I got to meet you as well.
Awesome, thanks, man. I already know who you are, but if you want to do a small introduction for the listeners.
So yeah, as Havoc has said, I am known as Runboy, slash the Running Oshawott, if you're going by my Steam name.
Explain what that is. What's the Running Oshawott?
So an Oshawott is basically a Pokemon, and it just happens to be my favorite Pokemon.
Nice.
Running comes from Runboy,
Yeah.
which itself actually, basically, I was trying to come up with a username like back then, right? And I couldn't.
That dear listener will give you an example of what I mean when I have no idea what he's saying half the time. I've got to Google all these things, and he has to explain all these pop culture references to me. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've interrupted your train of thought. Go for it.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, basically, I think it was like this old website, right? I think it was like 4Kids, which was basically like, they basically hosted like a lot, like Sonic X, for instance, back in the day. Like they were basically who were streaming it for the people,
Yep.
And yeah, I was playing a game. I think it was called like Dino Run or something like that. And at this time, I was trying to come up with a good username. And at one point, I was like, "Yeah, Run Boy, run!" And yeah, the name Run Boy for some reason stuck out to me, and that ended up becoming my name.
Well, there you go. See, I've learned something.
Yeah.
You've learned something. I've learned something. Everybody's learned something. It's great.
The crazy origins of the name Run Boy.
Awesome. And how long have you been creating customs for?
It's been, if I had to guess, I could go look, but I probably should have prepared this.
We don't need to have a specific date. It's fine. Just a couple of years.
It's been at least a year.
Cool.
Yeah, at least a year, possibly 2.
You're like a veteran of the Discord. An old man of the Discord.
I wouldn't go there. Whoa, that voice crack.
I liked it, actually. It sounded kind of like a pirate.
Yeah.
That was great. So what got you into doing Marvel Champions Customs?
So basically, I was just looking at Hall of Heroes, right? Because I was pretty much trying to find out, like, kind of trying to decide what hero pack to buy next, right? And I was just scrolling, and then I ended up seeing the custom content thing, right? And I ended up seeing the master list from there, and I thought, yeah, that's cool. And one of the big things that stood out to me were the non-Marvel characters.
Cool.
That were on that list.
Awesome.
Funny enough.
Yeah. There's not a single Marvel character on here.
Yeah. I mean, I will say, spoiler, that will eventually be changing, by the way.
But, spoiler! I love it. You've skipped ahead a couple of questions. One of your future projects is a Marvel character. I like that. Actually, I actually think I even know who it is. I know who it is.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure I know who it is. Are you going to reveal, or are you going to keep it a secret for now?
we'll get to that point.
We'll get to that point. Okay, cool. All right, I'm pretty sure I know who it is.
um, so yeah, that was the big thing that made me see like, yo, this is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really have a Discord like set up, so I didn't really join the server for a good bit afterwards.
Right.
Um, yeah,
So you
well,
you
my
started
Discord,
creating before you joined the Discord?
uh, yes, actually, but
Cool.
um, basically, I didn't have a phone linked to my Discord, right? So I
Yeah.
couldn't chat. So I basically was lurking for a good bit, and also, the original reason I created my Discord account was literally just to basically play a mod for a game that in order to get access to it, you needed to have a Discord.
Right.
So
Cool.
it basically was originally going to be a throwaway, but
And
it
how did
came
you
in useful in the end.
how did you find the master list? You just stumbled across the master list.
Yeah, like on Hall of Heroes, if you click on
Oh,
like
it's
the
on Hall of
section for
Heroes.
custom
Yes, you're
content,
right. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. There you go. That's cool. Well, shout out to Hall of Heroes. It's awesome. Cool. All right.
yeah.
So you got your Discord. You jumped on. You started making characters. Um, what was your first one?
So this is actually kind of a funny story.
Okay.
So I'm a massive fan of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, right?
Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. I've never heard of it.
It's basically
Every
a
time I talk
spin-off
to you,
series.
you make me feel like I'm 150 years old. Like it's just ridiculous.
Probably the original ones came out for the Game Boy Advance and DS.
Oh, well, there you go. Okay.
So, so basically, yeah, so I love Pokemon Mystery Dungeon.
Yep.
So I was actually, and in it you actually kind of more or less play as yourself, like you play as a human turned into a Pokemon. That's
Oh,
yeah.
okay. That's cool.
So, and I am
It's
the
an
type of
existential
person.
nightmare. I mean, you can think about it. I mean, you could turn that concept into like a David Lynchian horror story. But anyway, let's not go there. That's a whole different conversation.
Let's keep it wholesome for a
Let's keep
bit.
it wholesome for now. You're right. You're totally right.
Um, and I am the type of person who plays as myself a lot of the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like in tie-in games, I prefer to play as myself and team up with a hero rather than play as the hero.
Cool.
So my first hero I was actually gonna make was gonna be myself, like from Pokemon Mystery Dungeon.
That is so
Funny
cool,
enough,
man. That's a cool idea, man. You're laughing, but I actually think it's a great idea. I mean,
I
why
did
not?
end up finishing it though because
Is it on here?
midway through I started kind of getting worried that I'd accidentally make myself OP and I'd feel like a narcissist.
Well, if you got to make yourself,
So
you got to make yourself OP, aren't you? I mean, let's be honest.
I, if I did make myself though, I probably wouldn't make it like publicly available on this table. It'd probably be this one stays with me kind of thing.
Okay, cool. Oh, you'd let me to play it, surely. We could play it.
Yeah,
It would play
yeah,
it on
yeah.
stream or something. That'd be
Yeah.
cool.
Um,
That's a cool idea. And what would you use for art though? Because it needs to be art. It's not going to be
uh,
photos of you.
I basically just grabbed shots like from like Pokemon, basically.
So it's your Pokemon Mystery Dungeon character.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's a very cool idea, dude.
Although I also have been wanting to like be good at doing my own art and then yeah, potentially go from there.
So you do your own art?
Um, I would love to be able to, but I gotta get good at drawing.
You gotta get good. It's art is
um,
your drawing is. I was when I was younger, maybe even younger than you. I was actually really good, really good, and then I stopped because I got more into reading than art, and so I did a lot of reading and writing and
ah,
stuff. And then I went back like a few years later. I went back to do a picture, and it was the crappiest picture you've ever seen in your life. And I was like, wow, I guess I'm done. All my talent is gone. It's a real shame.
uh, unfortunate.
It is.
Um, but yeah, from there, in order to avoid accidentally making myself OP and like get some experience first, right?
Mm-hmm.
I ended up I noticed there weren't any Sonic characters on the master list, so I assumed no one had done any.
Cool.
Needless to say, I was wrong. There is quite a lot of
Well, the
Sonic
master
stuff.
list is horrendously out of date. I just want to point that out for
Yeah,
anybody who finds it. It is an
it has
absolutely
been.
brilliant resource on the Hall of Heroes. I'm so glad it's on there because it introduces you to the world of customs and to the Discord, right? So it tells you where we are, and all that sort of
Yeah,
stuff.
I mean, it got me into it.
Yeah, exactly right.
But
So if it gets you in, if it brings you in, awesome. But it is terribly out of date.
yeah, I think a lot of people haven't like put their stuff on it. It's up
Mm.
to them if they want to or not. Like,
Yeah, you have to update it
but yeah,
yourself, right?
Yeah, I think like
Yeah.
the person that to like yeah.
Cool.
But so I ended up pivoting, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I went ahead and decided to do Sonic stuff. So my first hero that I ended up finishing was this guy right here, good old Miles Tails Prower.
Cool. I'm glad. I'm so glad he has an actual full name. I would never have known.
Yeah,
Miles.
Tails the nickname.
I love that his name's Miles. Miles
Yeah.
Tails.
Funny enough, the nickname Tails was given to him by. Well, it depends which story you're going off of because they change the origins for it in like every continuity.
Are you about to go into the deep Sonic lore? This
Oh,
chat's not meant to go
I'd
for
be
like
here all
four
day.
hours. We'll have to do a part two. I don't know. We don't have time for that, dude.
Who
So
knows? Maybe I'll make a
your first
video.
one was Tiles. So tell us a little bit about Tiles. What's like his mechanic and stuff? How did you bring him to life?
Um, so this one basically, since this was my first character, I was kind of. This has gone through quite a few revisions,
Hmm.
right? So originally I had like a thing because I like part of it is just because I thought it would be unique where he could take like six flipping tech cards from outside of his aspect.
Mm-hmm.
But I ended up scrapping it because with the way he's built, I think he kind of always had something. Oh, oh no, wait, I remember. So his first gimmick was like when you would deal damage, remove threat, or reduce damage with a tech card,
Yeah.
it would increase like that number by one.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Um, but it was kind of a bit awkward,
Right.
like made for some awkward numbers.
Okay.
Um, like it also doesn't help. Shoot, I meant to click spread, not search. Um, so this card, it used to work similar. Yeah, let me start with the hero card. Actually, the identity. I'm sorry,
Okay.
I'm bouncing all over the place.
Yeah, that's all right.
Um, so yeah, this kind of was always a thing. This whole when you play a tech card, draw one card. But like I basically modeled it off of both Black Widow and Nebula.
Yep.
So I didn't initially realize they had a limit once per round thing, because I didn't have them at the time.
Right.
I still don't have Nebula IRL. I I do want to grab more stuff IRL, but you know.
That makes sense.
So I didn't realize that was a limit once per round, so that he could just draw one anytime he played a tech card while in alter ego.
Yep.
Um, yeah, needless to say that was kind of dumb.
Right.
And I don't think he initially had this. I think this kind of came in at some point. I don't remember when. Um,
So
yeah,
so the general idea is that he makes tech stuff better. So
yeah, that was the
he's like an
initial idea.
inventor. He's an inventor type character, is he?
Yeah.
Cool.
So also I kind of did one thing though. Also, because I didn't know there was any Sonic custom content originally, his traits like he had Mobian in hero form and he had Freedom Fighter instead of Sonic Hero.
Right. I got you. But now that you know there's other Sonic heroes, you've got
Yeah,
so you can they can sort of
yeah,
combine and stuff.
that ended up carrying over into Cream as well.
Yep. Okay. So Cream is another Sonic hero or
Yeah.
another Mobian or whatever they're called. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mobian. Yep. And who's the other Sonic creator who actually created like Sonic and stuff?
Um, so Sonic, Sonic was made by, well, the Sonic we have in this game, right?
Hmm.
Uh, was made by I'm Brew, and he's
Right.
currently on the flipping sealed content thing, like the nominations.
Cool.
I think he deserves to be sealed. Like he's literally a perfect version of Sonic.
He's insane. I played a game with somebody playing Sonic. I think it was actually Brew himself. Maybe I don't know. And it was just turn after turn, action after action after action after action. And I was
Yeah,
like, do I get a turn now?
he's
Like, what's
so
the deal?
cool.
Where's it my turn? It's awesome.
Yeah,
He zooms around. It's a very unique representation of the character. It makes a lot of sense. It's good.
yeah.
Cool. All right. So that was Tails
Staying
was your
off the
first one.
Tails, right?
Yep. Tails. Yeah.
Um, So I kind of quickly came up with this idea that he'd be able to confuse the villain,
Right.
right? So
Yeah.
flip down to alter ego, and then use the alter ego actions on these to like spend mentals and reload. Basically,
Gotcha.
was my idea.
Yeah.
Um, it I think I kind of was hard on myself with this one because I kind of was like, well, I kind of just made a more solo friendly war machine, but I think it actually works pretty well.
Okay. Cool. Awesome.
I'd like to
So,
think.
all right. So, who's your first one?
But
What? Sorry.
real quick, I just want to say this used to have the flipping what's her name? Captain Marvel's flipping stored energy thing where you would charge up,
Oh, okay.
and then you could remove any amount, right?
Right.
And you'd get 3 per removed. So you would just get 15 damage because it had a max of 5 at the time.
Well, that's obviously too much.
Yeah. So
So you tone that down.
yeah, and also made it more consistent with these.
Yeah.
This took a long time to get right. This initially was only like useful on basic attacks, and
Yeah.
it was yeah.
I like that you use. It would be frowned upon in the the seal process, but I love that you used game
Yeah.
pictures as well.
Yeah, so the thing about these were literally both used in one game and never brought up again.
Wow.
Not even mentioned at all.
Did
It's
you
like they never happened.
did you find that screenshot online, or did you have to actually play the game and get a screenshot?
I grabbed it off the wiki,
Oh, okay.
the Sonic wiki.
The Sonic Wiki. Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
You could tell a lot of this art is very much so thrown together.
Yeah.
Originally, this was like a one cost that paid for itself if you had a vehicle like that one.
Right.
I think with Tornado, I was just like, let me keep it simple.
Tornado
With the
2.
Tornado too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so
And then
tell us
Cosmo, I came up with the idea early, and I still love it.
I've tried to move on 3 times.
Sorry. All right, we've had enough details. Let's move on to the next one.
We've done all we need to do with tiles. No, that's fine. It's fine. So tell us your first one. So who is your favorite creation?
Okay. So favorites, I have like a few that I really like. I like all my characters more or less, right?
Mm-hmm.
But some that really stand, like I really like Solar Flare.
Yeah.
Like, I think she's one of the heroes I've gotten the most praise on.
She's great. Love her.
Topaz is the first one I made that didn't feel like super duper overly strong.
Right.
Brandy, I also really like. Like these, I love. These I also like. This Tails, I also really like. Sorry to bring him back up again.
I'm glad. I'm obviously I want you to love all of your creations. That's fine, but
yeah,
you got to pick a favorite.
I don't
You got to
hate
pick a
these
favorite.
ones or anything.
If you went to a desert island, you can only take one character. Who are you taking?
Or if I can only take one custom to like a live thing, but I like printed them out,
Yeah.
I'm taking Solar.
Solar. Okay. Cool. Awesome. I'd take Randy.
Randy so far is your favorite.
Randy's my favorite out of your creations. Yeah, I love Solar. Love her. Don't get me wrong. I think she's great. But Randy,
I don't think you've seen these.
No, I've never actually seen them in play. So
These two I'm not as big on. I still like them, but
I've seen Randy in action. And,
I want to
he's just hilarious. Just absolutely
yeah.
hilarious.
I remember
like,
that.
I
I think it was the 6 Heads of Hydra game, right?
What was that, sorry?
It was like the 6 Heads of Hydra game we played, and
Yeah. I just think he's hilarious. But I think actually, I actually think Solar is your best designed character, in my opinion.
yeah.
Yeah. So Solar's very cool, and he's from Plants vs Zombies. Yeah.
Yep.
Yay! There you go. I learned something. What's that
Yeah.
Google? Cool. So what other sort of creations? I've got to see some other creations over here. What do you got over here? Who's this scary looking dude?
Okay, so these are also from Team Fortress 2, like these two over here, my two TF2 mercs.
Mm-hmm.
So these, basically I made these because I wanted to use them for a scenario I want to make.
Okay. So these are modulars for that scenario.
Yeah.
Cool.
But they've worked pretty well in other ones. Although this one, my first attempt with Mononiclus did not go well. I did not cook, as they say.
It did not cook. How you lost aura? What, make negative 100 aura?
Yeah.
I don't know. I have no idea what I'm talking about. And then you got some
Insert meme of your choice here.
I know. Do whatever you want to say. And you got some other stuff.
And then
There.
this one I'm changing not because it's like broken,
Yeah.
like particularly the side scheme in it. Uh, I guess I can real quick.
Mm.
It's just this. It's unnecessarily slowing down the game, and not in a way like making it harder for them to win. Just basically, you have to shuffle the discard back in, then you have to mill, then you have to shuffle it back in again, and it's just yeah.
Right.
So I'm
Shuffle the
definitely
entire
changing this.
deck back in.
Yep.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Honestly, I think this was a better idea on paper than it was. Like, it's not that it like makes it impossible for the players to win or anything, but just slows down the game artificially, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I get you.
And not in like a, oh, this makes it harder to win. No, it's just, yeah.
Gotcha.
So yeah, that's
You've
being
also got
changed
you've
to
also
just
got some custom statuses down here. Are these yours? Is this
okay.
yours? Oh
No,
no,
this one
that's
is by
Inquire's.
Inquire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Inquire's cloaked. I've seen that. That's great.
And also, honestly, I'm thinking of canning my On Fire because I thought I would use it more, and it's just so low impact because it's too slow, you know?
How many different versions of this exist? There's burn, bleed. I've got my flame one. You've got your on fire
Yeah.
one.
Also, on that note, I was considering potentially using a flame, like a flame. I think it was your
Yeah,
one.
yeah. It's a yeah, a blaze. Um, I just
Yeah,
yeah.
Blaze.
Everybody's got their own
And
version of
also,
this. It's great.
yeah, and also for some reason, it doesn't go. Oh, well, way to contradict me.
It doesn't go back into the eternity
Yeah,
bag.
yeah. I guess now it does.
I guess it now does.
Okay, sure.
I love the design of this cloaked card. That word, the cloaked card.
Yeah,
That looks
but
sick.
I am not going to take credit for that.
No,
That's entirely
no,
on
that's
Inquire,
100% Inquires. Yeah. Cool.
unless you had help for it. And the
Awesome.
funny thing is, it's only here with deck building card in here.
Uh, are there any creators or creations that inspired you?
Okay, so some that really stand out, like some here. So Blast like makes a lot of Sonic stuff, right? Like you know, and we've actually like worked together on some stuff. Basically, like we kind of collab, not like directly, but kind of play off each other
Cool.
in a, you know what I mean? Like with
Mm.
my upcoming Sally hero, right? He has much easier access to like the comics that she's in than I do.
Right.
So after I get like her mechanics and whatnot worked out, where we kind of decide like basically how we're working out is I do the mechanics and whatnot, and then I'll send over the PSDs to him so he can do the art and like the quotes and whatnot.
Cool. That's it. That's very
Right.
cool. Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, shout out to Blast for helping me out with that. And
Nice.
then one that I doubt people will have seen coming as well. So you know how I mentioned a lot of the non-Marvel stuff got me in?
Yep.
As well as Inquire, another particular one was actually Nugget.
Right.
Yep.
What did Nugget? What's Nugget do?
So on the Master List, it was basically their Pokemon trainer that like really stood out to me. I was like, "Whoa, that's sick!"
It is
You
sick.
know.
You're right. Cool.
And then one more like that I really want to shout out because they basically let me get to this point was Andy N and his tutorial on
Photopea.
yeah, on Photopia, yeah.
Yeah.
It,
Yep.
like
I watched that same tutorial, man.
yeah, like I was like I thought making custom content would be insanely hard, but he made it look pretty easy.
Yeah. 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 Photopea is a good tool, and his video was vital for me to help to
Yeah.
understand it. And even then, I still need some people to sort of log on and show me some stuff.
Yeah,
Because
sometimes you kind of have to
I still don't know how to do the thing. I love it when the picture breaks the border of the image. I love it when
oh
pictures.
that.
Yeah, I love that stuff.
I know
I don't know how to do it.
basically just don't delete the Miss Marvel like placeholder basically unless like always have an image there like at that bottom
Oh, there you go.
basically.
I need someone to show me how to do it because I'm dumb. But yeah, that video was cool. Cool. So, any other shout outs?
I'm trying to think. I don't want to like forget someone. I
That's the only
mean,
thing that makes me nervous about that question. Is I just if I was being asked that question, I'd be like freaking out that I just forgot somebody, and I'd be like, no, that would be
um,
bad.
well, as well, Andy N also was the like so. Blast was the first person I actually got to play a multiplayer game on TTS with, right?
Cool.
And then Andy was the first person who actually I got to voice chat with because when I played with Blast, we just used the text chat.
Right.
Yeah, we played his Mr. Negative, and we used my at the time very overpowered Cream the Rabbit hero. Yeah,
Cool. But you need to be overpowered to beat Mr. Negative. He's tough. He is vicious. I love it.
yeah. I've said this before. She used to make Doctor Strange look like an absolute joke.
And did you
It
win?
was that bad.
Did you win though?
I, yeah, we did win.
As long as you win, buddy, it's all right. That's all that matters. Yeah. No,
I mean, to be fair, my bias, I tend to like playing stronger heroes.
Have you made any customs for any other games?
So yes and no. So I've made like a few like proof of concept kind of, jokey like versus system 2 PCG cards, but I would actually like to make a genuine serious flippin' like Sonic battles set for versus system 2 PCG.
Cool.
And then also on that note, my obsession with Sonic continues as I would love to make a like fan made legendary Sonic.
Wow, like an entire set, like Sonic Legendary. That would be a big
Yep.
that would be a big undertaking, man. But it would be cool though. It would be very cool.
It would be very cool.
Yeah. You're young. You can still get it done. You got many years ahead of
I
you.
got plenty of time.
You'll be fine.
Oh,
Um,
also, can I? Oh wait, I'm not promoted. I was gonna say, can I like show off something I've made but haven't yet released?
no, please let me promote you and go.
The Sonic Obsession. So when I update my table next, this will be added.
Okay.
Basically,
All
yeah,
right,
that right there.
so it's a new
Yeah,
destruct
I don't have a scenario for it.
Destructix. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Cool.
wanted to make like a Masters of Evil style thing.
Evil Sonic, Anti Sonic. Is Scourge. Is he? Oh, is Fiona Fox? Is Fiona Fox a baddie? I thought Fiona Fox was a good piece. A good fox.
No,
Predator Hawk.
she was, but she turned evil.
Ah, so there you go. Sergeant Simeon. Lightning Links. That's awesome. I love that. He looks cool.
Yeah, Archie has some like these are all from the Archie Sonic like comics. They have some really cool characters.
Flying Frog.
Yeah.
Cool.
I guess I probably should have shown. Oh, well, no. We haven't gotten to that yet. I'm stupid.
What? What's wrong?
Nothing.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Well, is there anything else? Is there anything that I missed that you want to show or talk about, or is there a question that you wish I'd asked that I didn't ask?
Um,
Here's where you take over.
shoot, I accidentally got putting. Yeah. So, I guess real quick, yeah. So Cream, like, if I had to pick my character that kind of brought me the most trouble, it's Cream.
Right.
100% Cream. So, as I mentioned before, she was extremely overpowered, and I actually still have the OP version saved, funny
Right.
enough.
Right.
So just, I guess, maybe should I bring her out just to show?
Yeah.
Or
I'm bringing her out right now.
yeah, or I mean the OP version, just to kind of as a comparison.
If you're sure.
Yeah. So some things. So Cheese would always stay in play, right?
Yeah. That is okay.
And basically the whole gimmick was while he had 0 health, he was exhausted and couldn't ready until you healed him. And then he had this action that I don't know why I thought this was a good idea, being able to exhaust to draw 2 cards. And also, Amy was... So, the main thing with Amy, that where it says minion on that used to say enemy.
Right.
That it was so bad, even I noticed it after 2 games, right? Because you just infinitely stun lock the villain.
Tell me, as
So
a creator, I'm interested in this. So you're saying that she was so OP that after 2 games you sort of noticed it, right? And what did
even
you
I noticed.
what did you think at that point? And it's so was
I was like, oh no.
oh no,
Um,
what? As in, oh no, she's OP. Oh no, people are going to shun me. Oh no, I can never
well, I
face
wasn't
the
in the
world
server at the
again.
time, so
What was that?
I wasn't in the server at the time.
Oh,
Well, I
okay.
was, but like I wasn't. I was just lurking.
Just looking.
But
Yeah.
yeah, it was mostly just like, what have I created? You know?
Yep.
Um, and yeah, like I don't like hate my Cream Rabbit hero, but she's kind of one of the ones that like with how OP she was, even after their nerf to Amy, it actually demoralized me from making custom content for a bit.
Wow. Why is that?
And it's because she was just that overpowered.
But why
Like,
demoralize you though? Like, I mean, you noticed it. You noticed she was
well,
overpowered, and you did
I
something
think it
about it.
was first Tails was absolutely broken, right?
Right.
With that stupid arm cannon,
Yeah.
right? But then I went back and nerfed it. And then Cream was like something else. Like this card was I was like, oh yeah, let's make a souped up version of flipping clear the area. What
Yeah.
could go wrong there?
Right.
Um I actually some of these I still liked. Oh, so what made cheese really bad though was this.
Right. Yeah, it's a lot. But I
Yeah,
want to
that
touch on what you just said though. I find that really interesting. So you you made an OP character. You noticed it. You nerfed her to bring it down to be a little bit more
well,
playable. But
it's just the
why did
thing,
that demoralize you though?
the main noticeable thing was Amy, but and I thought it was actually like fixed at that point, right?
Right.
But then I realized, oh no, Amy was just the beginning, and basically everything was way too good, you know?
But why is that bad though? Isn't that all part of like
It's like,
the creation process? Like you start high and you sort of
I
you
mean, to be
chip
fair,
away at it until it gets a bit better.
this was my only my second character I ever finished, so
Right.
I think I was a bit less used to this idea that yeah, nothing's perfect on the first try.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think nowadays I would just be like, okay, you know what, back to the drawing board. Let's not release this yet. Let's, work on this more.
Well, I for one am very glad that you didn't let it
Yeah.
demoralize you too much, and
I mean,
you
the
went ahead and
new
kept
version
going.
of Cream still nowhere near perfect, but it's a
Yeah.
massive improvement.
Well, that's good. I'm so glad you said that because I mean, if you hadn't gotten past that and tweaked her up, you wouldn't have made the other characters, and then
Yeah,
I
like
wouldn't have had Randy, and then
yeah,
that would have
I
made
would
me
have never
sad.
gotten to Solar Flare.
Well, there you go. See, and this is what I really like about this is I'm really glad that you said what you said because I mean, yeah, these were
Yeah,
your first sort of characters, right? And you eventually
I guess that
learnt
also
as you
perfectly
went.
transitioned.
Yeah, so you eventually
But
learnt the creation process until you got to what I think is your best design character. I mean,
yeah,
that's part of
and
the
I mean,
process.
I still pretty much everyone on here has some change I want to make, right?
That's fair.
But like, I mean, comparing the original version of Cream to any of these, I'd like to think it's kind of a showcase of how far I've come.
Exactly. That's great. I love it. Absolutely love it. That's exactly how it should be.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
Excuse me.
I guess like on the other videos you were talking about like future plans, right? Like,
Yeah. I said,
you know?
have you got any future projects? And you didn't want to.
Oh, yeah,
We were
yeah.
talking about it before. You didn't want to spoil it.
So yeah, I kind of realized I was jumping the gun there. So
In what
yeah,
way?
so I feel like I was breaking kind of the flow compared to the other videos.
Okay, right. I got you.
So I feel like now is a good time to bring it up, right?
Yes. Yes. This is a great time. Do it.
Let's go for it.
Let's do
Um,
it.
so here's so I mean, I obviously dropped I want to make a scenario,
Yes. That's good. Love it.
Um, I also want to like pretty much everyone here. I have at least one change I want to make, right?
Gotcha.
Which, if you're part of the Discord, that's why I haven't posted them. But like since the update to the server,
I gotcha. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. But Topaz's changes are pretty much done, and Monica, I think I'm probably gonna be posting her changes soon.
Right.
Like Topaz is pretty much like complete with these changes. I'm like I don't think I'm gonna change her from there.
Okay.
A big goal for me also, I would love to potentially try to get these guys to pass the skilled investigator check.
Wow, that'd be cool, man. Yeah, that'd be very cool.
Um, but as for actual new stuff, well, obviously I've said I want to make my first scenario, right?
Yep.
I don't know if I'm repeating myself. I'm scared that I might have.
That's
I'm
fine.
gonna watch this back and laugh at myself.
You just chill. It's all right. It's fine. I'm just waiting. I'm on the edge of my seat. I'm just waiting for the big reveal.
Yeah. So also after that one, right? I
Yep.
have 3 fights I want to make as a campaign for Randy Cunningham
Wow.
that I'm dubbing Noiseville Nightmare.
Nice. So like
So
a
it's
mini,
not
it's
gonna be
like
like
a
a
mini
big,
campaign.
yeah, it's like Mojo Mania where it's
Yeah.
basically like just 3 fights together.
Very cool.
And then also, I also want to make, so originally my first Marvel character I wanted to make was actually going to be one of the What If characters. I was going to make Star-Lord T'Challa basically. But recently Marvel Rivals came out and I got another idea.
All right, here we go.
So
Drum roll.
my first Marvel character will very likely be Jeff the Land Shark.
Yeah, baby. Very cool. Love it. Are you having trouble finding art for him? Yeah, I saw you post a
Yeah,
message.
I was struck. Yeah,
Just take
not as easy as
screenshots.
you think.
Take screenshots from the game or something.
That could work. But I think I wanted to grab some from his actual comic book line.
Has he got an actual comic?
Yep, it's Jeff.
It's Jeff. Is that the name of his comic?
Yep.
I've probably got it. Do you want me to see if I've got it?
Yeah, I think it's pretty much. It comes with Marvel Unlimited.
So it's an online comic, is it?
Yeah,
So it's not a printed one, is it?
as far as I'm aware, no. Like not printed.
Nah. I've got. Oh no, I've got it. I've got Jeff, the Jeff verse. It's Jeff 1. It's Jeff, all the Infinity Comics, dude. I'm throwing them over to you.
You little Jeffy boy.
I'm glad I could be of some help. I want to co-credit. I want to co-create a credit.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Anytime anyone helps me out, or because I made a reskin of one of Kaji Slav's. Oh yeah, sorry to go back to. I completely forgot. With creators I really want to shout out, Kaji Slav is definitely up there. He puts so much effort into making his stuff like look and feel official.
Cool. Yeah, we love Kaj. And you reskinned a Kaj hero, you said?
Not hero, but one of his aspect cards. I can pull it out right now, right? This one.
Cool.
Yeah, and anytime I reskin anything, like I reskin this one, for instance, I pretty much have to credit the person, or if I was helped in some like major way, right?
Yeah.
I always want to give credit to the person. So like, yeah, if you're like helping me with Jeff art, then I'm definitely gonna credit you for that.
I'm just joking. You don't have to credit me just for giving you comics.
Nah, bro.
No, that's ridiculous. I like she's breaking the border, man. I love it. Love it.
Yeah.
You can't automatically get an A grade for me if the art's breaking the border. I don't care. I love it. It's awesome.
Ever since I learned how to do that, I can't stop.
There was one that somebody did. No, I don't want to name names, but where the picture breaks the border so badly that it actually covers the name.
Oh yeah, I've seen stuff like that. Some people go a bit overkill.
Technically that's not good. You need to be able to see the name. But I don't care because the art covers the border, and so therefore I give it an A. It's automatic for me. I don't care.
Also, I actually had to slightly modify this because she's in like a blue box, basically. So I had to like cut away the box and create like a fill layer and stuff in Photopia.
Very cool. All right, man. Well, that's it. Unless you've got something else, let's.
Okay. Back to future projects. Sorry.
Okay.
Real quick.
Back to future projects. Jeff. When's Jeff coming in?
I'm gonna. Jeff, once I get him finished, honestly, he's probably gonna be a very simple to play hero, to be honest.
Cool. As long as he's got the rivals ability where he sucks everybody up and then throws you over the side.
I mean, maybe I could try to pull that in.
That would be
I
awesome.
recently got 5K with that, and it was the funniest thing ever.
You got 5K. No
Yeah,
way.
like I killed 5 enemies at once with it.
That's awesome. I love it.
But yeah, just to fire off a few names.
Fire off.
Castle Crashers. I want to make the 4 nights and potentially a like full campaign with them,
Well,
right?
you gotta tell me, dude. What's Casual Crash? For all the old people
An
listening,
old
what
Newgrounds
is that?
game.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, sweet.
Actually, I don't know if Newgrounds. I think no, I don't think Newgrounds made it, but I think they. No, they didn't. Uh, it's an old game, like Xbox 360 era. There.
Mm,
Yeah, I think the company is called Behemoth. Actually,
okay.
yeah. Really good game, but I don't necessarily. With the type of games you seem to like, I don't know that you'd like it.
Probably not. And even if I did, I'd probably be bad at it. Unless it's Sniper Elite, I'm not. I'm no good.
Yeah. Um. Other things. Guilty Gear. I want to make my main that I play as in Guilty Gear. I know you said you know Guilty Gear
I do.
from
Actually, there's one I
the
actually
Beast.
know, so I can reclaim some street
Yeah.
cred. I actually know what Guilty Gear is.
You can get some aura, as they say.
I'm the Sigma Guilty Gear player. Guilty Gear's older than you, dude. I know what it is. It's
Yeah.
fine.
But yeah, I want to make Elfel, and potentially I want to do some Mortal Kombat characters,
Awesome.
right?
That would be cool.
Yeah. Maybe Street Fighter as well. Who
Yeah.
knows?
Actually,
Just basically a lot of stuff. Go ahead.
I had an idea for a PvP mode for Marvel Champions. I thought it'd be cool
Oh,
because Marvel Champions is a co-op game, right? So I was thinking, how can we make this a PvP game?
I think I saw an attempt at doing that once.
I think someone has done an attempt at it. Yeah, I need to check it out because I haven't checked
It was
it
like
out.
Civil War.
I think that would be a cool theme for like fighting characters. You know, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, that sort of stuff. You can make
Yeah.
a PvP mode. It would make more sense for those sort of characters than it would be for the other characters. But I just think that would
Yeah,
be a cool idea.
there is like a custom Sub-Zero I played that I thought was really cool.
Cool, I'll check it out. Custom Sub-Zero. Do you know who did it?
I don't know if the creator is still around on like the server though.
Ah, right. I'll
Um,
find it. I've got the
but,
archaeologist role. I'll be able to find it somewhere.
Uh, um, and then for yeah, trying to think, is there any other series I really want to mention? You know,
Okay.
I guess I'll continue expanding on ones I already have as well. Like upcoming, I've got a Sally hero in the work, like I mentioned when I was talking about Blast.
Yep.
Sally Acorn from Sonic. And then I remember I was starting to work on a classic or on an Amy hero, but I ended up hitting idea block and put her on hold. So I was considering turning that into a classic Amy.
Yeah. Classic Amy. Yeah, you might come back to it later on.
Yeah,
But do Jeff first. Do Jeff and your
Jeff is probably coming up.
your
very
Randy
soon.
scenario campaign, man. Your mini campaign. I want to play it. I will play it.
Yeah, that I'm really excited to do.
That would be cool. Awesome. All right. Well, that's it.
Yeah.
Thank you very
Before
much.
I end up talking for another 2 hours and this becomes the
we
longest
can
video
talk.
on your
We could,
channel.
dude. We're chatting with you. I always enjoy chatting with you, man. We could talk for hours. It's fine.
But
But,
let's not turn this into an unnecessarily long video that's gonna.
I got told off for the length of my videos by one of the viewers. I haven't got time to watch these videos, and I'm like, all right, I'm very conscious of that now. I'm trying to be like under an hour. We'll see how it goes. Around an hour is about as max as I can do.
Yeah, let's not turn this into a 24-hour special.
That would be cool though. Have you got any socials or anything like that you want to plug? I mean, I'll have the links in the actual video description, but if you want to plug them.
Pretty much the main thing is my YouTube channel.
Cool.
Which, yeah, the handle, I mean, it'll probably be in the description, but it's at Runboy was here.
So it's at
yeah.
at Runboy was here.
Yep.
Is that right?
Yep.
I've learned how to do something in TTS. It's great.
Nice. But I just want to say for people who only care about like Champions content,
Yeah.
just know, I mean, I will probably do some Champions content, but I will likely be also posting other contents, like mostly also video games, you know?
Yeah. Why
So
not?
You keep that in mind.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. That's fine. I mean, my channel's been around for ages. It's got videos on there from when I did the. I used to do like
Yeah.
a web show and like have like interviews and stuff on there and stuff. So
I think I also saw you had like Lord of the Rings on there.
yeah, Lord of the Rings and all sorts of crazy stuff on there. You can actually see what I look like in real life on there. There's videos of me interviewing people
Mhm.
and stuff. It's great. Cool. All right, man. This has been awesome. Like I said, I really enjoyed talking to you. It's just, you. It's a bit of a paradox. You make me feel old, really, really old, and young at the same time. That's really odd.
What can I say? I'm that powerful.
Yeah, you're also, and you're obviously, you're really good at do what you do, and I think you just bring a really cool energy to any game that we play. I enjoy being, I just enjoy having around. So thank you for being a bud, and
Yeah.
thank you for doing
Thanks
this.
for having me around.
No worries, and.
Let's keep having fun.
Awesome. So if you're watching this on YouTube, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. If you want to say hello to Runboy here, please do so. Wait, it's not on camera. I gotta put it down. I gotta put the camera down. Okay, there it is. There you go. You guys rock. Yeah, just if you leave a comment, that'd be awesome. And yeah, the whole point of this series is for you to get to know the creators on the Discord. If you have any inclination of making any creations yourself, then please jump on. The link will be to the Discord will be on there. Jump on and introduce yourself and say hello. And people like Run will be there and to help you out. So,
And also, I think one of the main things also, as I mentioned with Cream, like I was initially demoralized when it didn't work out. But like, if I have one piece of advice, keep to it. It'll work out.
love it. That's not only good for creating custom characters, but also just for life. Just keep at it.
Yeah.
Awesome. You're wise beyond
Never
your years.
give up.
Wise beyond your years, Ron.
You
Cool.
only really lose when you give up.
Now we're just going into inspirational quotes. I should have a picture of like the kitten hanging off the tree. It's like
the hang in there.
just hang in there, kitten. You'll be right.
Uh,
Anyway, I'm going to call it there. Thank you very much again, Ron,
Yeah.
for being on. I love it. And thank you
Thanks
for
for having
watching.
me on, as always.
Two very important pieces of advice. Just hang in there, and always tell the people that you love them as much and as often as you can. Thanks, everybody. Take care. Bye.